Hello and welcome to Pinball on the Commodore VIC-20, and it was released by Commodore back in 1982, and I never played this before, but Lucoser did a review of Pinball Spectacular on the C64, so in his review he did mention maybe I'd like to take a look at the VIC-20 version, so here we are. I never owned this back in the day. Never really seen it before, to be honest. And well, I wouldn't have had it back in the day because it requires the use of paddles, and I didn't own a set of paddles for the VIC-20 when I used to own it back in the old days. So for some reason there is no joystick control for this. Okay, obviously it's going to be better with paddles, but they could have at least had an option for joystick control, but never mind. So there's a little demo here. So you can see it's a sort of mixture between breakout and pinball, and it's mostly a breakout game, to be honest. It's got scoring elements of pinball, but it plays more like breakout. So one or two player game, and that's the only options you have. So let's go for one player, and just make sure we've got our paddle set up. So I'm using the paddle emulation in VIC, but and it's okay as long as you don't move too quickly. They seem to skate about if you move the mouse too quickly. So it looks fairly similar to the C64 version, but perhaps a bit simplified. Obviously this version came out first, and the C64 version came out a year or so later. So there's no real levels in the game. It's not like Arkanoid or anything like that. It's purely played for score, like most games were back then, and that's not a bad thing at all. And there's some advice on the scoring here, and how it's all divided, and I'll let you read that. There's no point in me reading it all. But it tells you how to get an extra ball. Getting an extra ball is pretty hard. Where that at the right or left hand side of the screen, where it lights up extra every time you hit the ball with the top paddle or top bat, and you've got to light up all the letters on both sides to get an extra ball. It's quite a lot of work. I've never managed to do it yet, not even close. So yeah, graphically I think it's pretty good. It's nice and colourful. It's perfectly fine for a VIC-20 game. The sound effects, I'm not too keen on the sound effects. They're not particularly good. I find them a bit annoying, to be honest. And that's straight out of Pong, that sound effect, isn't it? The little ping sound effect every time you hit the ball. Well, I say ball, it's more of a sort of cube, but I guess it was in Pong as well. I guess having the two sets of paddles is a little different. I suppose, I can't remember if you could do that in Pong. I mean, I've not played that since I was a kid. I'm sure somebody can tell me. I've just got to be careful not to move the mouse too quickly. It's pretty hard. I think it'd be easier with it on a proper VIC-20 with the real paddles. I'm struggling a bit with the mouse. It would have been nice of it to have some joystick option, but alas, no. So graphically I think it's pretty decent. The sound, I've already said, is a bit annoying, but it's alright. Gameplay, yeah, it's pretty good, but yeah, it would be better on a real system, obviously. And although trying to get hold of some paddles, if you don't already have them, it's probably going to set you back, I would imagine. And there's plenty of VIC-20s kicking about for sale, but yeah, paddles maybe a bit rarer. I would imagine the people who have them really don't want to get rid of them. But yeah, it's a really good breakout. It's more of a breakout game than a pinball game, to be fair, even though it's called pinball. It's a really good breakout clone. It's the best one I've played on the VIC-20 by far. I've played a few, and some of them were pretty awful. I really like the design of this one. It's starting to get pretty fast now. It is annoying that when the ball moves over a feature, it lights up. When it moves over again, it becomes unlit. That's a bit annoying, actually. But yeah, I mean, if I'd had this back in the early 80s, if I'd had a set of paddles and had this game, I think I'd been pretty happy with it. I think it's a pretty decent game. I'll give it 8 out of 10. It's certainly one of the better games I've played on the VIC-20 recently. Yeah, it's a good game. I mean, I'm by no means an expert at it. This is not a playthrough or a guide or anything like that. It's just a quick look at it, quick review. So 8 out of 10 for Pinball, and see you in the next video.